Good morning. It appears that it's going to storm here pretty soon. That is quite the cloud bank rolling through. Look at that. Look at that line. That's crazy. Wind is starting to pick up. Dad's up at the field that we're irrigating, pulling some tissue tests. Hopefully he gets them done quickly, but I shut the irrigation down. He's going to turn the generator off while he is up there. We're going to let the system blow through and then see what happens. It's gotten real windy, but it hasn't started raining yet. Oh, there it comes. I can see it. All right, we got some beans to treat here. Let's talk about it. So we're getting ready to plant some double crop soybeans, and if you were watching last year, you'll know that we planted a field of double crop beans last year as well. It was only one, about 86 acres, but when we planted that field, I typically use double crop as an opportunity to use up any treated beans that I have left over from the seed business, and then we just plant untreated beans, because the name of the game with double crops has always been keep your costs low. Keep your costs as low as possible, and anything you get out of it is a bonus then. Well, last year I had two different varieties of paper bags of treated soybeans, a 2.8 and a 2.9, and then so we planted those until we ran out, and then we finished the field with some more of the same variety, the 2.8 variety, untreated. And this is the yield map. And over here on the whatever side that is, it's my left, I don't know if it's your left, where that big red spot is, ignore the red spot because that's a wet hole, but look at how much less green there is on that third of the field. That's where the untreated beans were. What? You're telling me that treating the beans planted on July 9th made a yield difference? Yeah, that is what I am telling you. That is what showed up big time for us last year, and it was plain as day to the line where that change happened. Like, let me pull up another map here on this. That's the moisture of the beans. Same thing. Now that's a varietal difference, not a treatment difference, but it's this. It shows you the split and where the row was, or where the difference between the two varieties was, and it's the same as the split on this map. Come on. And so I had done some analysis and stuff on there. It was several bushel to the acre, and the treatment costs about 1 bushel to the acre to apply. So we're gonna go ahead and treat our double crop beans, and that doesn't make sense to me, but it does because, well, it paid last year, and I have the ability to do it. We can treat them ourselves. I don't have to pay somebody else to do it. So we're going to go ahead and treat them. I've got 10 boxes to plant for double crop. We're probably only going to treat 6 or 7 of them. Now the other ones I'm going to run through the treater with just straight water, just to help flush everything out and clean the treater out and stuff, because that works really well when you can run beans through it without chemical, and cleans it up and keeps it from being sticky, gets the residue off of everything. So that's the plan here for this morning. The rain may be a dud here. I was hoping we were going to get a fair bit out of this. But even if we don't get much, it's unlikely that we're going to be able to combine wheat if it rains this morning. So we'll probably have to put that off till tomorrow. We'll see. See what happens. We're gonna get these boxes treated, and then after the storm blows through, we'll try and load them up on our gooseneck there and at least get them down to Berkey. We might be able to plant beans even if we can't harvest wheat. So we'll see how this goes. The rain has picked up a little. That's good. It's good. We need rain. It's good. And the wind has backed off. I thought my tree was going to break off there for a minute. She's in rough shape. So I have 2 different varieties that we're going to use for double crops. I have 4 boxes of the 3.0s and then 6 boxes of a 2.8. I got all 4 of the 3.0s treated, and now we're going to do the 2/8. I don't know. We'll treat 2 or 3 of them and then just run the other ones through to clean the treater out, I think. Rain's starting to subside. I don't know how much we got, but it looks to be significant. At least there's puddles all over my driveway. But that happens anyway, so not an excessive amount of rain by any means, but had to get at least a ½ inch out of that, and that is good. Well, this is gonna look weird. They're pinker than I thought they would be coming out first. We're running straight water through. Flush everything out, so the beans are gonna come out looking rather untreated, although there's some color to them yet. Flushing the lines and we're getting a bunch out. So last box of the year. All right, we are done with the treater until wheat planting time. So that is good. We treated a lot of beans this year. Started on February 28th, I think, 27th, something like that, and finished on June 25th. March, April, May, June, 4 months. Treated beans for 4 months. I was looking through some of the records on the treater there. We treated 54 different lot numbers of seed. Now, not nearly that many varieties, but 54 lot numbers, which means different seed sizes and everything. And that's a lot. That is more than I want, because some of them, like there was one variety I think I treated 8 or 9 different lot numbers of one variety, and that's a pain. But whatever, it's done. A lot of boxes. I think it was 104 or 105 batches, which basically means run of the same variety and lot number as a batch for me. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna head back to the farm. It is still raining, drizzling here. We'll see what the rain gauge says. Our internet is out at the farm, so it's not updating to the app, but it should read on the console in the office there. And then once the rain stops, we can get those boxes loaded on the trailer and get them taken to Berkey. We got to get the air seeder hooked up to the 8430 yet. Probably not going to be able to do anything today, but we can be ready for tomorrow. Well, the rain gauge is up to 6/10 here, but the rain is pretty well over, about tapered off. So it's lunchtime. I think I'm going to go grab something to eat. Been working on a computer, updating some seed business records, trying to get some bills finalized here. Brock's here. He's cleaning up a seed tender for me. We can get that put away. It's kind of cold now that it rained. It's a welcome change from the 90 degrees that we've had for the last week. Yesterday wasn't so bad, but we haven't been this chilly for a while. Back from grabbing some lunch. Brock finished that seed tender up, and then he called me and said he was sick and he was going home. Okay, whatever. So he's gone. It has stopped raining. We're gonna go get our gooseneck trailer loaded up, put 6 boxes of those beans on, and take them down to Berkey so that they're there when we can start planting. We ended up with 6/10 here. We were up to 7/10 there, which is gonna slow us down. I don't know if we'll be able to combine wheat tomorrow with 7/10 of an inch of rain, but the ground was pretty dry and we needed it, and I'm not going to complain about it. It's a good thing. So that is what it is. We'll deal with it, and if it's not tomorrow and it's Thursday before we can get back to combining, so be it. We might be able to plant some beans tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Apparently the window was down on my Chevy. That's been down for a few days. I haven't driven this in a while. Oh man, my seat's all wet. All right, we were loaded up. I pulled into the farm here to grab a few things that we need. Arm for a bracket for an iPad mount that we didn't have yesterday, and charging cord for an iPad, that kind of stuff. So we'll get this taken down to Berkey there. I may pick up some empty boxes while I'm down that way. I've got a couple of customers over there, or the warehouse side of stuff, that had quite a few boxes. We could get them all on here and bring them back. That would be a good use of my time. Made it down here, getting our boxes unstrapped so we can unload them. Phil's still moving wheat around, drying wheat from yesterday. Before we set all those boxes in here and take up all the room, we're going to go ahead and get our air seeder hooked up to this tractor. All right, think we got everything here. It's a massive safety chain, heavy one. 4 hydraulic outlets, 3 wire harnesses. Let's pull her outside. None of the tires are obviously flat. This old forklift is not the most maneuverable. It's not the smoothest. It's not the nicest, but it gets the job done. One more box on the trailer there. Side shift would be nice so we could stack them a little easier, but hey, do what you gotta do. Sometimes the transmission slips. That's alright. We've had this forklift for a long time, probably every bit of 20 years. This is the first forklift we owned. It used to be up to Waldron. We had it there until we bought the one that we've got now. Brought this one down here. I think that was in 2012-ish. We were working on the green system, so that makes sense. It's been good. Finally, we made it back. That one's a rather large load. 20 boxes and 4 pallets we ended up picking up, so it's after 7. I'm not going to unload it tonight. We're not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go into the house. We'll see what happens tomorrow. If it doesn't rain anymore, we'll at least be able to plant beans. Whether or not we can harvest, I don't know. We'll find out. We got other things to work on if necessary. So thanks for watching this one. If you have any questions or comments, be sure and leave them down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And we'll see you guys in the next one tomorrow.